topic of this video is about Portasar, more commonly known as Gobekli Tepe. This newfound archaeological site has captured many people's interest. Most people are ill-informed about this subject, and my aim is to give everyone the facts so that they'll be able to talk in a knowledgeable way about Portasar. So here is my presentation. The vulture that meant so much for the ancient Armenians way back 10 or 15,000 years ago is back with us today in these present times. Will we ever feel the love they felt for this animal? Their love and respect for the vulture was so much that it was exalted into the heavens. Today we recognize this as the Cygnus constellation. Armenians have had vulture gods. Vulture carvings on petroglyphs can be found in the Sunik province in Armenia. They date back approximately 12,000 years. Their respect for the vulture was so great that the monuments were made in the shape of vulture. There are vulture-named villages in Armenia. The layout of Karahunj is in the shape of a vulture. The sacredness of the vulture was passed on to the Egyptians. The word Ankh to describe the sacred Egyptian cross means vulture in Armenian. This article is from Narin Makan, WordPress.com. From this article, I'm able to extrapolate that the Armenians of today are the same people that lived on the Armenian highlands 10 or 15,000 years ago. We can connect the dots very easily. Today's Armenians are connected to the Ankh, or vulture of the ancient times. So here is the article from Narin Makan. According to the Armenian legend, Tork, Anger was a deity, the son of Anger and the grandson of Haik. Moreover, in historical Armenia, there is a region known as Anger, probably named after father of Tork. Their symbol was an ankh, a vulture, and they called Anger Tormi Jarankner, the heirs of the house of vultures. Tork Anger has a lot to do with rain and storm, but at the same time he was described as a man living in ancient Armenia, Armenian deity. Tork was worshipped in historical Armenian territory known as Tegharama or Torma. The word angel derives the name from Ang-er. Angels came from the people as birds. Angels are with wings. The angels are the derivation of the bird Anger, which means vulture. This bird was worshipped among Armenians and considered to be sacred. Tork was a deity of storm, rain, and thunder. They believe he threw a huge stone in the sea and the ships of the enemies of his people were drowned. Basically, the vulture was a deity and grandson to Haik. This research comes from Vachagan Vahradian. The well-known megalithic site known as Karahunj, which is situated not far from the town of Sisian in the Sunik province in the Republic of Armenia, gives us the answers to the mysteries of Portasar, more commonly known as Gobekli Tepe. Vachagan Vahradian and Marina Vahradian have done extensive research on this subject. The vulture constellation is in the design of the Karahunj layout when viewed by helicopter. The vulture constellation that is carved on the pillars on Gobekli Tepe are found in the layout of Karahunj in Armenia. It is obvious that both sides are connected to one another, both are Armenian. This has a significant astronomical role. The monument is situated in a plateau at an altitude of about 1,770 meters from sea level and spreads on territorial area of approximately 70,000 square meters. Construction counts 223 stones, according to researcher Paris Harouni, with huge stones foreseen to stand vertically. The holes in the stones are directed to definite points in the sky, and they make a target system. The hole in the directed to very point of the horizon from where the sun rises on the summer solstice. This is the only stone with a hole in the center. Academician Paris Harouni got interested in the construction in the 1990s. He headed a small expedition, and it was the same layout. He decided that it was the same layout. Cygnus constellation. Another hypothesis is the megalithic sites were used as educational centers. Cygnus, or the Swan-Vulture constellation, is in the layout of Karahanj megalithic site. The stones of the monument, which coincide with the stars of Cygnus constellation, or the Vulture constellation, are placed on a pedestal and can be moved. All the other stones are half buried into the soil. Here we should mention that the 200th stone overlap with Alpha and the Cygnus constellation. This comes to prove that the construction Karahanj of the monument already knew the sky is divided into star constellation. This is to say they had good astronomical skills. The general construction of the monument allows to make several astronomical observations. These include decide the day of the summer solstice. This is proved by the existence of a corridor to the northeast from the central oval construction. According to both monuments have corridors directed to the northeast, and these allowed to decide the summer solstice day in the past. The scheme of the Gobekli construction calculations made by academician Harouni. It was in this very corridor where the sun rose on the day of the summer solstice 7,500 years ago. Now the sunrise points have changed due to Earth's precession. The same is also true for Stonehenge. Thank you.